My jealous cousin slapped me at the courthouse gate, joked and cuffed me, spitting. Can you imagine being publicly slapped, joked, and called a filthy animal by your own cousin right outside a courthouse, while your father just stands there, watching? My dad didn't lift a finger. 5 minutes later, he was utterly stunned when he saw me sitting in the judge's chair. What the hell happened next, right? My name is Shannon, and at 31, I became the youngest judge in our county's history. But you won't find a single family photo of that moment. No celebratory dinner, no proud shouts. Growing up, my father barely acknowledged my existence, and my cousin, Alicia, was determined to outshine me at every turn. My journey to that bench? It was incredibly lonely. I never, ever expected that my greatest professional triumph would collide with such raw, public family drama. When Alicia slapped me, just moments before I was sworn in, my father just watched. Neither of them knew what was coming. I grew up in a small town where everyone knew everyone's business. My dad, Thomas Walker, was a respected businessman, but at home, he was an emotional brick wall, especially with me. My mom, Elizabeth, she was the buffer, the one trying to bridge the massive gap between his cold expectations and my desperate need for his love. She was my champion. She celebrated every little achievement. But when I was 12, she died after a brief battle with cancer. And just like that, everything changed. Our house, which had once held a fragile warmth, became a frozen mausoleum of unspoken words. With Mom gone, the difference in how my dad treated me versus my cousin Alicia became impossible to ignore. Alicia, my Aunt Patricia's daughter, lived just blocks away. She was at our house constantly, only 2 years older than me, but somehow, she'd secured a special place in my father's heart that I could never reach. Shannon, why can't you be more like your cousin? That became the agonizing soundtrack of my teenage years. Alicia was outgoing, quick with a joke that made my dad roar with laughter. Me? I was reserved, preferring books to parties, pouring my energy into academics. My dad just never saw that while Alicia was charming, her grades were mediocre at best. Meanwhile, I maintained a perfect GPA, joined every academic club. My 8th grade science project won the state competition, even earning me a feature in the local paper. My father barely glanced at it. 2 weeks later, when Alicia made the junior varsity cheerleading squad, he took the entire family out to the nicest restaurant in town. Your cousin knows how to be a team player, he told me that night, his words cutting deep. That'll take her further in life than any science award. As we got older, Alicia's jealousy simmered, then boiled over. She'd make cutting remarks about my boring focus on school. Once, she spilled soda all over my study notes the night before a huge exam. Another time, she outright lied to a boy I liked, telling him I'd said terrible things about him. These were small cruelties, but they built up, a constant drip, drip, drip of pain. And my father? He never, ever intervened. What happened next? Wadic full story attached below.